me change in our conversation?
I can't hear Rosemary.
Because Shawnee doesn't put me in queue.
Is it something?
Q button. Watch that. It worked.
No, it's clean feed. I don't know. I can't.
You still don't hear me?
Laura, say something.
Yo, can you hear me?
What changed?
Can't hear me?
What is the deal?
I can't hear them. YouTube, what up, fam? YouTube fam. Keep your head up.
I'll be back.
Hey.
Shawnee still no?
I mean, nah, we can't hear you. We don't know what's going on. No, that's not it.
Can you hear me through Skype? I mean,
we can hear you through the clean. Well, we can't even hear you through the clean feed.
So how do you hear me? You hear me somehow.
You turn
The
that
queue
volume
was
all the way
down. Maybe the queue was down.
Now you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, this Q speaker was down?
Yep.
The whole time we couldn't figure out why you couldn't hear me.
And didn't even try the speaker.
Yo.
Crazy.
Volume level.
Who even knows why
Volume
Shawnee
was
turned it
down.
down to begin with? It's
Yeah.
crazy. That's even crazier. Why did it even get turned down?
It's an adventure every day.
I was gonna do COVID talk next about like I think people well not just everywhere else, but the reality that we have to continue wearing masks and all of these things because there's still the disease is still there. You know what I'm saying? We're just holding the line so that hospitals and all this stuff doesn't get overrun again. But there's still, 355 cases a day in New York.
In the state?
I think in the state, yeah. It's low, but it's still 355 new cases a day. And that's testing.
When the temperature shifts, I'm sure. Like when it actually gets to cold season.
Yeah, when we get back to October, November.
Numbers will go up, I'm sure.
Listen to the daily from yesterday. Really, it's worth 25 minutes. It's so there's so much stuff in there.
His voice gets on my nerves.
His guest is talking almost the whole time. I mean, listen, his voice is annoying, but that actually leading to you not listening is hilarious.
Why?
I mean, because I find him annoying, but the
that's how
content's
people
so
decide
good.
what they're listening to. Turn something on, somebody's voice is grating to you. It's an unpleasant listening experience. Turn that shit off. I'd rather read it. Send me the transcript.
It would be a long transcript, but it was. Did you see that chart yesterday of how the other major countries, what their graphs look like on COVID versus ours?
No, I didn't. Send it to me. Where's it at?
I put it in my Go look at my IG stories.
Yeah, I saw that. What in the wave, the line graph?
Yeah. Germany.
Well, is that actual? I thought that was like kind of a joke.
What?
That's legit.
The one I posted?
Yeah.
That wasn't a joke.
It looked. I was like, this can't be real.
No, it's Germany, Italy, and Spain, and you see that they've completely flattened it.
Right.
And then you see ours. We just settled in and stopped at 1,000 deaths a day. Like we're just here. It just keeps going.
It went like, and then
everyone else went down, and we're just stayed straight.
Second wave, because we're such a fucking clusterfuck.
Well, and everyone gave up. Yo, I literally hear people who are super smart and like COVID aware just be like, "Yo, I'm just sick of it, man." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I know."
Yeah, no shit.
We all are.
You're gonna be sick from it.
Yeah, I know, man. I just had enough. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So have I. But trust me, I mean, I'm alone out here. It ain't fun. This ain't hot in these streets. But what are you gonna do? And then basically they said in the episode of the Daily that when the fall comes, it's not only the temperature, Shawnee, but it's what the temperature causes, because once it gets cold, everyone wants to go inside. And the biggest protector is being outside.
Really?
Yeah. He thinks that the only way we could he basically thinks that this expert thinks the number one way to make public transportation return in New York is to take the windows off of the subways and buses.
Wait, who said this?
The guy on the Daily. He's like, I realize how hot it would be in the summer and how cold it would be in the winter. But that air blowing through the subway and the train is basically what you need. Because if you're just sitting in stagnant air, you're in serious trouble.
Yo, you know who got really excited about dribbling a basketball this weekend? Issa. She really caught it and was into trying to dribble like at 5. Was like, crossing it.
Had she played much basketball before?
I took her out once and like ran up and down the court with her once at Chelsea, like when she was like 3. And she really enjoyed it, like, but they wouldn't let me bring her. They would only let you bring kids out there at certain days. I think it's like Saturday mornings or something. There's like a kid time, Saturday mornings. And obviously you can't go now, but so she, and like, you know, I'll do layups and I would shoot the ball and she'd have to get it and bounce it back to me and I'd shoot it. And she would be like, when she was like 3, she couldn't fucking do that. It was interesting.
I mean, listen, basketball's fun. She's not stupid.
No, basketball is fun.
I remember basketball.
I used to have tournaments in my driveway, popping.
A sip of water.
See me, please.
Laura Estilo.
Hey, what's up, my G?
What things are going?
What's happening?
What'd you have for breakfast?
Let's see. I had a half of a multi-grain muffin. That's
Healthy.
That had cinnamon and some nuts in it, and it was delightful. And now I'm trying to have a little bit of this almond milk cold brew coffee because I'm struggling this morning. So I'm trying.
I love almond milk cold brew coffee. That's what I drink.
Except I made a mistake. And I just realized it's salted caramel. So I'm like, wow.
What? It's too sweet?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of like, you know how people like to put like pumps of like flavors in their coffee? I hate all of that.
What'd you got? You got Khalifa?
Yeah.
The salted caramel I don't get. I just get the regular espresso with almond milk. Oh, it's a mini one. I get the big
Laura,
one.
you still drinking coffee out here? I thought it messed up your stomach.
So I hadn't drank coffee in a very long time, Ebro. So this is the second time I'm drinking coffee. I don't know what to do. Like my
don't you get the acid stuff or something?
Yeah, so I'm just, I don't do it every day, but I don't know what else to do. My energy's super low. Like I'm like this.
You can't do like ginseng or
I don't know what else can I do?
Let me look up some solutions for you.
Settle your stomach?
No, I mean, it's not my stomach. It's just me that I'm just like, I have no energy.
No, but he's saying, but it doesn't sit well with you.
Well, we'll see, bro. I've never had this one before. Like for a minute, Rosenberg, you saw how like when we used to be in the studio, you would get mad at me, but I would only drink like a certain amount of it,
Oh yeah, your little mini. You're mini dosing.
My mini dose.
You're micro dosing coffee.
Yes, because it'll help me wake up. But and I couldn't finish it because just my stomach can't take it. So I don't know. I'm gonna try this one. See what's up. Check it out. Honestly, Rosenberg, I was at Whole Foods and I was like, let me just try this. I did a rando. So it's interesting. This is the one you get.
I'm so afraid with coffee to get addicted. Like where you get them head.
We're drinking mushroom coffee.
No, I started. Who is?
You were.
No, I had like one, but I didn't really like it. And then I had the cold brew, which was I was drinking cold brew for a little while. And I didn't like, I mean, it was cool, but the benefit of it, of like the little short, like, oh, I feel like I'm awake a little bit. And then 90 minutes later, you're like, all right.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do, bro.
Oh, well, that ain't good enough.
It's not. You're just going to be like wired.
I'd rather just be tired all day than fucking have this shit happening, chasing this
Sometimes
high or something.
I just needed to push through sometimes.
Like I can't function without it. Give me some water and I'll rock out.
Listen, look what I did this morning. I downed this whole bad boy and I'm still struggling.
Why don't you
I drink coffee. I drink coffee every day, bro, and never have gotten a headache or been like, if I don't get it, oh my God, what am I gonna do?
Right, me too. And
Okay.
let's be clear, like
I only hear it from
had
other people, so I don't know.
I only
but those people are
microdose
hardcore.
once a day, like Rosenberg says.
Yeah, we're low key. Like people like my dad, you know, at his heights of coffee addiction, it's like if he doesn't get it, he's gonna get a splitting headache and fall apart.
Right. And Ebro, people seriously do like 4 cups of coffee, 5 cups a day. Like,
oh yeah, it's all day.
I do half of one.
Now, what I have done, like going to the club, is a shot of espresso, a double shot of espresso, and a shot of tequila. That'll get you right out here.
Well, if you're drinking espresso,
Let's
you're drinking 3 cups of coffee. Ebro.
Where are we going tonight?
What are you talking about? Oh my God,
Let's go.
Yeah, double shot of espresso will do the trick.
It's like you're drinking 4 cups of coffee.
Yo, we celebrating Tupac's birthday. Happy birthday, Pac, man. We appreciate you. Cast 1, 97 minutes, commercial free. Tupac would have been how old, Rosenberg?
He would have been 450.
That's your final answer.
Hold on. I think he's 1971. Which would mean 49?
Yeah,
49.
there you go.
I'm smart.
Wow, 49.
You know, did you know Tupac shared a birthday with MC Ren of NWA?
Did not.
Did not know that. Happy birthday, Ren, too. Ren is the villain, and you're just a hostage. So whenever I'm stepping, cover your head like an ostrich. Classic Pac right now. We get to the Guru Lord Styles coming up.
That's the way, but it didn't crack.
Ren is the villain, and you're just
Did you know that Tupac is Shawnee
whenever I'm
Butcher's
stepping,
brother?
cover your head like an ostrich.
They're related.
Suckers been waiting
He
for
could
this.
be.
Suckers
We
been
don't
hating
know.
for this. You know
Pops
why?
was out
'Cause
here,
many
son.
are relating to this.
Yo, honestly, they're gonna start googling you,
This how you
Shawnee.
feeling? It's
Start googling this. It's Tupac.
Shawnee, you need to break down the connection.
Cause you know, look, Afeni and
Listen,
my pops
YouTube.
was both a part of the New York
Yo, you
chapter
saying
of
this
the
on
Black
YouTube?
Panthers.
You talking about Pops and the Feeny was romping in the romping
The
shop?
romping shop.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't say all that.
I the teacher.
I ain't say all that. I'm just saying they was both a part of the New York chapter of the Black Panthers, and they was good friends. You know what I'm saying? And he used to tell me he remember little Tupac running around them meetings, you know what I'm saying, with a diaper on.
Lil Young, what's Tupac's real name? What was his name before it was Tupac?
Before it was Tupac.
Steve.
It was something like that, right? So, yeah.
What was it again?
Chris, it was Lloyd or something. Oh, Lassane Parish Crooks.
St. Parish Crooks. That's so crazy.
Yeah, they was in them Harlem offices. Tupac with a little shitty diaper.
Pac. Yo, this is how they make the Soweto uprising look now.
What?
Youth Day. Celebrating June 16th.
Yeah, they was calling it Youth Day because the youth stood up.
Yeah, but look, this is...
But that's not the visuals. They need to keep that Hector Peterson photo because that's the photo that...
I'm just going through South African Twitter right now. People woke up early to get their Tupac tweets out.
Makes me feel so old that I remember Tupac's entire career. From him absolutely first starting.
Ebert, did you ever meet Tupac?
Yeah.
South Africa.
Where?
I met him at a Black Family Day, UC Davis, at a step show.
Oh my God.
That sounds right.
That's so cool. I met Tupac.
And he was just hanging out in the crowd. This had to be 1990 though. 1990, 91. He was just hanging out in the crowd, walking around. It was
I
he was
met
big, but he
Tupac.
wasn't out of control with it.
You'll like this one, Rosenberg.
I know
On
the
the
story.
stairs of the Beverly Center.
Yeah, I know. What do you think? I've never heard the story before.
I just love telling it.
Look for me.
On the stairs, or the escalator.
On the escalator.
Who was he with?
Some like big dudes. I don't know. It was
Oh,
only three of them.
He was already on
top.
death row.
Yeah, I think so. He was already he was like balling out, like shopping. And outside of my school too, one time. I just said, "Hi, Tupac." That's it.
What'd he say? You
He's
feel
like,
me?
Hi. No, he was always nice. He was like, just hi.
He didn't try to holler?
Oh, I was a baby. I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Lasan Parish Crooks.
I always refer to him as LaShawn Crooks.
It's Lasan, man.
I always refer to him as LaSan Crooks.
Ebro, when Tupac died, was he still with Kidada Jones?
I
Yes.
have no idea.
He was,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, according to
Because-
documentaries.
Because that's where she had that ginormous Tupac tattoo, right?
Yeah, she was in the hotel room waiting for him to come back. They said, according to
Oh.
documentaries.
I thought she was in LA. I don't think she went on
Yeah,
the
she
trip.
was in LA. They left him in a hotel in LA and drove down to Vegas for the fight.
Yeah. She stayed in
According to
LA
doc.
and she didn't want him to go, and then he went to Vegas.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think her and his sister or his cousin, his female cousin, something like that.
Great.
According to the documentaries.
There are a lot of books on Tupac too. A lot of good Tupac books too. All the stories at the end of his last days, I know from books. I can't remember which one, but there's one about the last days of his life.
Tupac was so loved in California. So loved. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think the Tupac as a quote West Coast representative was always the most overstated thing.
As
But
a West Coast representative.
like he just became Mr. West Coast, but he really was everywhere.
He was everywhere.
He's not
Yeah.
really a West Coast rapper in style.
But he leaned into it with,
He
the
did.
death row thing. He leaned
Yeah, he
into it.
He picked a
You know,
side.
Oakland was
Rosenberg.
definitely his launch pad.
Well, yeah, Digital
And he did
Underground.
records like California Love that people, you know what I mean? And people just celebrated it.
But
They
the
loved
East
it.
Coast West Coast beef was so fucking stupid. It was so I lived it.
So
Yo,
dumb.
it was so not. It was really a bad boy death row beef.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you had fans and stands that was picking sides and shit,
Right. As
You
if
know what I'm saying?
as if they were
as if they
involved.
were affiliated. That shit wasn't no East West. And
It's
then you
all of
had-
the story though.
And then you had motherfucking publications. I think The Source. Didn't they do a cover that was like East West beef or
yeah.
something?
Yeah. With the whole death row on it on the front of the cover.
It
Well,
was
that was
Vibe.
Vibe.
West Coast, East
It was
Coast. That was
Vibe.
Vibe that did it.
Yeah, but Vibe was that an East Coast West Coast beef cover too?
Yeah, Vibe
Somebody-
was,
Or that was-
Vibe was East West.
What? Say it again.
Vibe is the one you're thinking about.
Right, but was that about East and West beef?
Yeah, the one that you're thinking about before.
Got it.
And up.
Back here telling Tupac stories while y'all enjoy the music. As Rosenberg said, there's a lot of great books on Tupac, if you're too young to remember it. Those of us who was active in the 90s like myself, look, Pac was talking that talk. Pac was controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Complicated individual, like many of us as human beings.
multifaceted.
Yeah, man. Tupac is easily the most iconic rapper that hip hop has ever had.
Sure.
Like the lore of Tupac, the stories, Pac's one of those people that like even today, if Pac was here right now,
He'd be leading the revolution. I mean, look, he was the offspring of outlaws. You know, people who fight the power. He was born into that.
Born in, yeah, man.
You know, it's in his blood. I think in some of the documentaries, his mother was in prison when he was in her belly. Right?
That's right.
So, you know, everything he knew was that the system is trying to hold us down. And it reflected in his music.
But be clear, I mean, his music reflected a lot too, though. That was really one element. I feel like the Tupac story has been changed a lot, and it's been blended with Big Story, and they really only crossed over in a little way. And it's been like, now you have to mention them both at the same time, practically. You know what I mean? When they really, career-wise, their paths were different. They had
their styles were different.
They had a relationship, and it's fascinating that they had a relationship and then eventually had beef. But now we always have to say them together in the same breath when they're not. And Tupac, you know, I mean, the Tupac that I fell in love with, the first Tupac record I ever fell in love with, and to this day will maintain it's in the conversation of his best records, is I Get Around.
Oh, for sure.
And there's no way around that.
Yep.
And I don't think we, you know, as hip hop nerds, I like talking about the whole thing.
Here's
that's what made him fascinating. He had it all.
Right. Here's the thing. Pac would make his music, and his music could be about multiple things. And this is interesting for this moment in time. And the reason even yesterday when we were talking about the NBA and the NBA coming back, when you interviewed Tupac or you sat down with Tupac, what was he talking about though?
Almost always revolution talking, isn't it?
He was talking about black people. He was talking about upliftment. He was talking about the oppressor. He was talking about plans moving forward and how your mind's being twisted and how it's being used against you. And I think that's something
a good point. It's a good comparison to the NBA, to what the athletes are capable of now.
Right. And we talked briefly about it yesterday, but you know, the conversation around the NBA coming back and Kyrie expressing, look, I don't want the NBA to come back because it's going to be a distraction. There's an opportunity here, though, which is if basketball does come back, how powerful would it be if every time a microphone was put in an NBA player's face, they were talking about the movement, and they were talking about police reform, and they were talking about what's happening in their local communities. And that's all they were willing to talk about. Was those things. When the microphone came to them, was like, so tonight, you know, you guys really had a great on defense. Yeah, that's great. We had a great night tonight, but what's more important is blank, blank, blank. And legit every single time when you heard from Tupac, that was a part of the message.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Because I think, again, the story gets retold and you blend it. And if you didn't know who Tupac was and you were going to listen to his greatest hits, you'd be expecting it to sound like a Public Enemy or an X-Clan album. It's not. That's who he was as a person, though. That's what that's why Tupac, the being, when people ask me about Tupac's greatness, to me, there's Tupac the rapper, which is one conversation, and there's Tupac the man, who's the most influential, important person in the history of hip hop culture.
And that's why I say he's probably one of the biggest icons.
I think he's number one. I think you're right. I think he's number one. I think he's the greatest icon probably.
The image of Tupac,
right,
on every level, from the words he used in interviews to his image being sold at, you know, Hot Topics.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's everywhere.
And by the way, in every nation around the world.
Yep.
Yeah, that conversation you talk about it's Tupac, it's Wu-Tang Clan, these things that crossed over everywhere. It's a really good comparison.
Happy birthday once again, Tupac, man.
49.
He would have been 49 years old. We can empty the lines right now. It's Get Money time. Caller number 9, you could get $500. Let's get to the guru, Laura Styles.
thegurulaura@gmail.com. That's our email. Send us any problems that you're going through. The Gurus Unite.
Oh, sorry, Laura, real quick. Someone hit me up yesterday and corrected me because I forgot to do this yesterday.
What?
Yo, you have to exhale. You have to exhale.
Yo, why are you guys hijacking waiting to exhale like that, man?
What do you mean?
Yo, how dare you do that to black women, man?
No, you have to exhale.
We're clearing the air. We're
How
burning
dare you hijack?
Gurus are appropriating.
No,
we're not.
How dare you?
The original gurus
Shawnee,
will
light the
always tell you
sage.
to breathe. Yes, I'm lighting the sage as we speak, and I'm clearing
You know
the
what it's time to go?
energy.
Oh, we gotta light this candle, right? I'm gonna light a candle right now, Laura. We've never done this before.
Saying?
Oh my God, it's happening in real time. Wow, look at that. Lighters
Shawnee
on.
about to make the sprinklers in here go off.
Please, Shawnee,
Playing
don't.
around.
I'm just clearing the energy.
All right, dear gurus, I have a complicated situation and I need your help. I tune in all the time and I need the gurus to give me some advice. I dated a young lady for a year. Almost perfect relationship, guys. Super positive, we get along great, hardly any fights, nothing out of the regular, right? But honestly, it's just super healthy. I'm 32 years old and she is 30. She recently started showing signs of stress. Things started getting really difficult, unusual arguments, like everything flipped around. Finally, I overheard her talking to her sister. To be honest with you guys, I was snooping about her getting back on her meds, something we've never discussed before. I was in shock because, like I said, this is so new to me. I really care about her and I want to be there for her. And to be honest with you, this gave me a lot more clarity as to what's going on. The problem is she's running away from it. She's hiding it from me and I don't know what to do. Do I tell her, hey, listen, I was snooping and I overheard your conversation, or wait till she comes around and is ready to face it with me? Gurus, help. This is a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she's afraid of judgment. You know,
I think so. That's what it
she,
sounds like.
she
She's
feels like
embarrassed.
she feels like he's gonna judge her, or she feels like you're gonna judge her, and look at her differently. You know,
Especially after them dating for over a year and everything was perfect until now.
right.
Well, he's already judging you. He just emailed the radio station to judge you. So it's happening.
Yeah, the best thing you can do is be her friend and try to be understanding. And there's something maybe in your personality that maybe she also feels that she can't come to you with these type of things. You know,
Because you're emailing a radio station telling all business.
Right.
So what should I do?
She's afraid you'll make it public and that, you know, she can't be vulnerable around
Too
you.
late
You don't
for that.
say, make it public.
Really? When have you ever shown yourself to do that?
But yeah, maybe if you talk to her and try to comfort her and try to just show that you'll be there for her and you want to work through the difficult times. Because as of right now, I mean, before you were Snoopy, you just thought it was you guys were going through a rough patch. So just make sure you let her know, support her, that you're there. You want to work through, that you love her, and you just keep reminding her that you are there for her and you want to make this work. And maybe she'll feel confident enough to open up.
Maybe
What do you
stop
think?
snooping.
Right. And maybe stop
stop being
spreading all
Snoop
your
Doggy Dogg.
gossip all over the tri-state area.
Yeah, Snoop,
Shawnee, we want
sorry,
people to
sorry.
email.
Oh, yes.
Snoop, Snoop a loop.
Wow.
Bring your green hat.
Yeah, send us a recap. Sorry.
Snoop a loop. Stop it.
All right. So just be more supportive, and hopefully you guys, she'll be able to open up more.
Stop
Okay.
judging.
So says the gurus.
And make sure you're ready to deal with it for the rest of your life.
Send a recap.
Plainclothes police have been canceled in New York.
Yo.
The NYPD is eliminating plainclothes anti-crime units and move toward more community policing. Let's see what that actually means. Let's see if these aren't just, a 3-card Molly, where they just shuffle the cards around.
Right.
Monty.
Is it a Molly or a Monty?
It's Monty.
Oh.
But, it's all good.
I think
Same thing, whatever.
I think Molly was a song by Exhibit.
There you go.
Rascals.
3-card Molly
And a drug.
and a drug. 3-card Monty. There you go. Run that, man.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound
Now
of
we're
the
going to see if y'all going to get rid of comp
That's
stat.
the sound of the police.
Y'all getting rid of comp stat?
That's the sound of the police.
Quotas.
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police.
Culture change, man.
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police.
Plainclothes police officers in the NYPD make up 6% of the department. They are responsible for 31% of police-involved shootings.
Plainclothes police officers kill Eric Garner.
That's a crazy stat.
They're aggressive and can hide their
It is
badges.
crazy.
Turn that up, son. We'll get you paid next. It's a marathon. Nipsey Hussle voice. We gotta stay locked in.
10 toes down.
Stand clear, done man attack. You can't stand where I stand, you can't walk where I walk. Watch out, we run New York. Policeman come, we bust them off the park. I know this for a fact. You don't like how I act. You claim I'm selling crack. You be doing that. I got to say see ya, cause I would never be ya. Be your officer, your wicked overseer. Your hot shot wanna get pops and be a savior. First show a little respect, change your behavior. Change your attitude, change your plan. There could never really be justice on stolen land. Are you really for peace and equality? Or when my car's hooked up, you know you wanna follow me. Your laws are minimal, cause you won't even think about looking at the real criminal. This has got to cease, cause we be getting hyped to the sound of the police. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. Now here's a little truth. Open up your eye while you're checking on the boombox. Check the exercise. Take the word overseer like a sample. Repeat it very quickly in a true for example. Overseer. 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 Officer. Yeah, officer from overseer. You need a little clarity?
Check the similarities.
The overseer rode around the plantation.
Y'all hear the science right here?
The overseer could stop you what you're doing.
See how crazy KRS had it?
The overseer had the right to get
Premiere beat is so
killed.
hard.
And it's not Premiere.
That's not Premiere?
Nope.
Who is that?
Showbiz.
Put a hole in your chest.
They both fried
They both fried horses.
100 years,
I got no choices. The police, they got a little gun.
So when I'm on the streets, I walk around with a bigger one.
They hear it all day.
Just so they can run the light and be upon their way.
So you got cops coming out now. Retired NYPD spokesman says, quote, "We killed Eric Garner" in an emotional post.
That post was really interesting. And he calls himself a hypocrite in it for not coming out sooner.
Wow.
But he said, now enough's enough. He said, if I lose you, if you're a cop who I'm friends with and I lose you, bye.
Beast.
Check out the message in a rough styling. The real criminal on the COP. You check for undercover and they want DT. But just like me, a black man, they want check me. Them check out me job for it shine like the sun. But them jealous and them vex got them can't afford one. Black people still slaves up to today. But the black police officer,
I see it that way.
He wanted salary, he wanted so it put on a budget, kill people for AIDS. My grandfather had to deal with the cops. My great-grandfather dealt with the cops. My great-grandfather had to deal with the cops. And then my great-great-great-great, when it's gonna stop? That's the sound of the police.
That's the sound that I use.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound
NYPD spokesman.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
In writing this post, I'm fully aware that some of my cop friends may call me a traitor, a hypocrite, or even unfollow me. I'm okay with that because if you don't agree with what I'm about to say, then we definitely don't see eye to eye when it comes to policing. We killed Eric Garner. His arrest was legal. The initial force used to stop him from resisting was fine, but in the end, we punished him for resisting arrest. We watched him die. We didn't even sit him up and render him basic aid. In the end, he died for selling untaxed cigarettes. It was part of our it was a horrible injustice that will forever be a part of our history. I'm a hypocrite for saying this now because I didn't say it publicly then, but we all need to hold ourselves accountable when this. And that's where the post cuts off. I got to scroll through. This is from an NYPD spokesman who's currently retired. This is according to the New York Post.
I think he ended up deleting it too.
Really?
I think.
Put this up. When was the 13th? Yesterday?
No, like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. Michael DeBonis, ex-detective who worked for the Deputy Commissioner for Public Information. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to hear of cops who are not retired join the outpour of people who want to see improvements made. Or if I wonder if they're sitting back hoping all of this just calms down and they can go, figure out how to manipulate numbers and continue to abuse people. Because I think ultimately what society wants to see and what the community wants to see is, effort made, not just bullying and muscling. Here's some perspective too. It would cost about $20 billion to effectively eliminate homelessness in the United States. It would cost about $34 billion to ensure free college for every American. We currently spend $100 billion plus on police. So we're at that crossroads where do you believe that investing in making sure people have a better quality of life will lead to the need for less police? People actually feel like politicians and the organizations that govern and uphold laws are actually working to help people. Will they be more inclined to participate in keeping their communities chill when there's jobs that people can access that could actually help them pay bills? Because a lot of the jobs that people brag about, and by people I mean the current administration and the federal government, people are working 2 and 3 jobs. You have teachers working 2 and 3 jobs.
No one.
Teachers
causes
buying
an
their own
outrage.
supplies for the kids.
No one causes an outrage. No one gets upset when they've been constantly defunding our public school system. But that's okay. Oh, we just don't have the money. That's it. Like, oh, okay.
Well, they running a 3-card Molly, Laura Stiles.
Monty.
Let's get somebody paid. Caller number 9. Let's do it. Hot 97. Hello. Hello. You have called Hot 97. How can we help you?
I'm calling for number 9.
Really?
$500,000.
Ooh, you want $500?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Hello?
What's your name, bro?
Thomas.
Thomas from Queens. Thomas from Queens. $500. Yeah, Thomas.
Thomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello?
Yes, man. You're on Hot 97, Ebro, Laura Rosenberg, and you just got $500 for being caller number 9.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Have you ever won money like this before?
Nah, it's the first time.
Man, must feel good.
Yeah, 600 calls in.
Wow.
600 calls in? Wow.
It'd be real in the field out here.
You just did 600 calls in during this year or in your lifetime?
No, I'm just playing. That's an exaggeration, but it's definitely a lot of calls, though.
Well, look, man, you got the money. Is the family healthy? Everybody's good during this COVID?
Yeah, I went through one situation where my pops caught it. He good though right now.
Good to hear.
Oh, good.
And you still working? How's the money?
Nah, I got furloughed from my company.
Damn it, man.
I work for an armored truck company.
Well, now you got a little extra $500 to add to the bank account, help you through the month.
That's right. Queens get the money.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna help out.
There it is, man.
Word, Queens get the money. Sean, you know what time it is.
You already know. Queens get the money.
You already know.
Oh,
This got crazy. New languages and stuff. Hang on, Thomas. We're going to get you paid. Let's go. Laura Stiles time. Flashing lights.
Did you guys hear about this? That Trump's niece is gonna expose tax fraud and family secrets in an upcoming tell-all book.
I need something better than tax fraud or don't bother.
So yeah, her name is Mary Trump. She's the niece of Donald Trump. She's gonna release this highly anticipated salacious tell-all book this summer that's gonna expose secrets of the current president. So she's the daughter of Trump's deceased brother, Fred Trump Jr., and the eldest grandchild of Fred Trump Sr. So the book is called Too Much and Never Enough. Available July 28th.
Hey, lady, I don't know you like that. Guess what? We already know there's tax fraud. We already know all the family secrets. You're just gonna come through and you're gonna hopefully substantiate what we already know, and then he's gonna deny it, and so is the rest of his team. And then next week it's gonna be on to something new.
I mean, according to this, they're saying that she was kind of behind because she says that she played a detailed role in assisting the New York Times with printing revelations about Trump's taxes, and that she was like the primary source for the Pulitzer Prize winning investigation.
Y'all know there's a crime syndicate running the United States. Y'all know that, right?
Isn't Syndicate giving them a lot of credit?
Nah, it's a syndicate, bruh. International. It's not even being run. This is not an American for not.
Oh, it's bigger, yeah.
This is international crime syndicate and they caked up during this Trump run.
Oof.
They caked up, bro.
I guess all this is coming from because in 2000, it was there's bad blood with them because she chose to speak with the New York Daily News in regards to tensions over Fred Trump Sr.'s will. And Trump took action against Mary and her brother Fred by cutting them off financially and medical support to his sick child.
No, Trump would never do that. He would never be that petty.
Did you guys watch the Epstein thing on Netflix?
I haven't finished it, man. It's a lot. It's heavy.
I haven't
finished it. Did you finish it, Rosenberg?
No, I haven't started it.
I did like 3 episodes, but it's a lot.
Started a new show. Started a new show though. I
I
meant to text you guys yesterday. I started a new show. I watched the first episode of a show that people are saying is Ozark meets Narcos. Ozarkos.
Oh God, what is it called?
Nozark?
It's called or Nozark. Yeah, almost Nozark. It's called 000.
Huh.
On
Netflix?
No Prime.
Amazon Prime. They got Homecoming on Amazon Prime too. I just started watching too.
Oh yeah, how's that?
It's warming up. Well, season 2 just launched. Janelle Monáe's in season 2, so I started at season 1. I got to catch up. But
I think for Laura, 000 might be up your alley.
All right, I'll check it out. And also, guys, the BET Awards are still going, except digitally, of course. Drake secured the most nominations. It's going to be hosted by Amanda Seales.
I like
Drake
that.
Shouts to Amanda. That's a big look.
Megan Thee Stallion and Roddy Ricch were close behind Drake with 5 nominations each. Megan Thee Stallion is going for Album of the Year, Best Collaboration, Best Female Hip Hop Artist, Viewer's Choice Award, and so is Roddy Ricch. So it's 20 years of artistry. That's what BET is celebrating. The 2020 BET Awards are coming June 28th on BET and CBS TV.
Yo, and another amazing thing just happened too. After about 160 years since the Emancipation Proclamation was written, Juneteenth is a thing this year, man. Hold on, bro.
This Friday.
Yo, we celebrating Juneteenth. There's people getting paid holidays. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm trying to think like PC Riches or somebody's is like Juneteenth sale.
Yo, it feels that way.
Yo, it's way out, man.
Now, Ebro, real quick, in the traditional Juneteenth celebration, it became this. It's a day when people party.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
So it is a celebration.
It's a celebration.
It's a good
Growing
thing.
It's
up, I saw
festival.
parades.
It's
People wear
parade, festival, street festival, performance.
Yeah.
Cookout.
But it was-
Get together with family. All of that.
But very light.
What do you mean very light?
Meaning like
It didn't
It-
rank.
it
It
was
doesn't
that,
rank
but
with
it didn't-
Thanksgiving. It doesn't rank.
No,
with
but
Christmas.
for the people who celebrated it, the party wasn't light, right?
It-
For-
it
the
just
amount
was-
of people was light.
a lot of
Yes.
people didn't know about it.
That's
Right.
what Shawnee's saying.
Right,
People who
but-
are locked in on Juneteenth and have been celebrating Juneteenth, especially in my family, it's a good time, man. You know, it's a great time to just be black. Spades, dominoes, cookouts.
I don't think I heard much about it
Food.
until the Atlanta episode about it a couple years ago.
See, there you go. Now this year,
Poof, different.
Paid holidays, fam.
yo, I wouldn't be surprised if Macy's pulls out some floats. What would they have in a float? Macy's Juneteenth parade.
The first
Yeah,
annual
but
Macy's
don't do that,
Juneteenth
Macy's.
Don't do the
parade.
float. Just send up
Macy's
for
don't do the float.
congratulations.
Yo, the slave shackle float, that wouldn't
Yeah.
fly.
Oh
That
my
wouldn't go
God,
well.
bro.
Macy's,
Nah,
don't do
chill.
it. Don't do it, man.
All right.
Don't do it.
That's your flashing lights report. The time
a
is
minefield.
8:57.
Oh,
High of
God.
76 degrees. Alternate side parking rules are suspended.
Yo, and keep yanking down these statues out here too, man.
Facts.
Change the names, take the statues down. Have some damn respect for black people out here for the first time in this nation's history. Let's see how that goes.
We watch
We've
it.
seen how
We
we've
here.
seen how it's gone the other way. Yo, should we on Friday's episode? Should we just be drinking and playing cards the whole show?
Playing spades.
That's not what
On
Juneteenth
Zoom?
is about. Black people are not about drinking and playing cards. Bullshit.
Juneteenth. Yo, my daughter's so happy because it's just like it's all surrounding. There's like T-shirts being made for Juneteenth. It
Her
seems
birthday's
like
gonna be lit.
June 19th. There's so many different T-shirts I'm seeing now. I copped like 3 of them and just sent it to a crib. Yeah, they be all over my timeline.
Come on, Ebro, you know what
Now that
Shawnee's timeline. He's getting advertisements from,
But I mean, now that I copped one,
Oh yeah, now
they
you
start.
ads.
Yeah,
You
now
ads.
so.
and they got you again.
Yeah, well, the ads keep coming.
So he keeps coming. He keeps going in.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh man, that's right. We didn't talk about the Houston lynching today.
Is there any more information?
It was ruled a suicide.
Oh, great. They're all ruled suicides, man.
Well, listen. I mean, some will be
So they just-
suicides,
So sending me mad.
and then some won't be.
I don't trust it, Rosenberg. I don't trust it.
You don't think any are suicides?
I don't know.
That's the yams.
Yo, did y'all watch the video I sent to the group chat yesterday?
Which one? Police killing that homeless man?
Not the homeless man, the guy in the apartment.
Yes, I'd seen that before, Rosenberg. It's
You saw this
really,
video?
Sean, did you see that?
really
Which one?
traumatizing, bro.
Have you seen the video of the
Terrifying.
police in the hotel or apartment building
Mesa joint.
with the exterminator?
You saw the circulating yesterday?
Richard
Yeah, he's
Pryor.
like, get up with your hands and feet still crossed.
Shawnee,
Yo,
Make a mistake.
did
I'll
you
kill
see that?
Fucking
Yeah, I
bastard.
don't know what was happening.
they kidnapped her.
So they both weren't with her,
Nah, there was a setup. That's a setup.
right? But why he took the shopping cart back like they was together? That's what confused me. Watch.
Well, he went over to her and asked her if he could use her shopping cart.
Oh, I didn't know what
To
was going
distract
on.
her.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Pete, what you said? No, I'm sorry.
This one from 2015
Mm-hmm.
where the cops are in a hotel or an apartment and they're screaming at this dude, screaming at instructions. He's trying his hardest, okay? He's following everything he can. The dude
Oh,
is,
yeah. Yo, that's fucking.
yo, it turns into a horror movie
ridiculous.
version of Simon Says.
Yo, it's crazy. When dude was
It's
like,
insane. It's insane.
he was like, leave your hands in the air. Dude was like this. He was like, now crawl over to me. I was like, how you supposed
How?
to do that with your legs
Bro.
crossed? And then he puts his hands down and start. I thought he was gonna shoot him as soon as he started to
Me too.
crawl.
Yo,
But-
he couldn't wait to shoot him. He was going to shoot him no matter what. Because he told him, he said, any single false move, anything, and it's going to result in your life being gone. He hit him with that early and then just started fucking with him after that. Like,
I
It's
didn't
the
even
worst thing.
understand.
how
It
you
might be the
gonna
worst thing I've seen besides Floyd.
be-
It's
How did it
insane.
end? I don't.
It
remember
ended
how
with
it
him
ended.
getting fucking sprayed.